It's an all-Denton affair in Denton, Texas for this presentation of the HTO Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network. It's the Denton Broncos in Denton Gymnasium hosting one of the best teams in all of Texas 6A in the Denton Guyer Wildcats. Hello, everybody. Jared Jones here for this presentation of high school basketball on the Antler Sports Network. Dwayne Barnes, our camera worker for this evening's proceedings, in our very first trip to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex for high school basketball. Denton, and led by head coach Michael Thomas, looking to get a big-time win against one of the best teams in the state of Texas. Jared Jones with you as we're on the All-State Moody Agency pregame drive. We had the opportunity to speak with Coach Thomas prior to tip-off. Let's hear what he had to say. Welcome to the All-State Moody Agency pregame drive as we get ready for an inter-Denton rivalry between the Broncos of Denton High School and the visiting Wildcats of Denton Guyer. With us pregame via the ABS T-shirt graphics hotline, head coach Michael Thomas. Coach, you look at this game, not only is it a rivalry game, Battle of Denton, as you can call. I know there's Denton Ryan, but I feel like this game is not just one of the biggest games in the area, but one of the biggest games in the state. Talent on both sides. From a coaching standpoint, what is it going to take to please the home crowd tonight?
Well, you know, this game is not scheduled for November 15th. This game is scheduled for hopes of March 9th and 11th in San Antonio. So we know that the talent is there and got a great coach in Coach Long, but we scheduled this game to see where we at as a measuring tool and where we're trying to go. It's a bigger picture for us. I mean, they're top 20 in the 6A. We're trying to get that in 5A. So this game is scheduled for the long run, for the bigger picture, not for to please anyone. It's just to make sure that we're ready come district.
So who are some kids we need to look out for? Of course, you look at that roster of talent across the board from the front court to the back court. Who are a couple of guys that we need to look out for tonight the most?
I think the way we play ball, anyone could be the leading scorer. This summer we played in Oklahoma, Elite 14. We had two different leading scorers. So the way we move the ball is a team. I mean, anybody can show up any given night. It depends on what they're giving us. If they're giving us up inside, it could be our bigs. If they're letting us shoot, you know, it could be it could be Blake or Shane or any of those guys, because we can go inside and out. That's what makes us special right now, and trying to see if we can continue doing that.
Now, you look at the sub-varsity team here in front of us here in this beautiful gymnasium. There's a lot of talent on the floor there. How does it feel to know that when the guys that are current varsity team leaves, you don't even have to rebuild, you pretty much just reload?
That's the key, is just to continue to elevate the kids, and it's just a mindset. Can we do it? What's the difference between one team and the next? You know, and if those Guyer kids had on a Waxahachie jersey or a team in East Texas at Chapel Hill, I mean, would you approach the game differently? So that's what we're trying to get our kids to understand. It just you're special in your own way. Everybody's different, but you do what you're supposed to do, and good things will happen.
And finally, let's close it out with this. What did you see on film from Guyer tonight?
They're got great guard play. They're well coached. They're well disciplined. Coach Long's been there forever. He's one of my mentors. He's amazing. I'll tell you what. But those kids really has bought into his system. You got Connor Newton, who's I think is underrated. You know, but he can change the flow of a game. I mean, the kid can see the court. He can shoot the ball, and he gets everyone involved. I mean, he's a true point guard. This was missing in today's game. You know, so but I mean, any of those guys can stand out at any given time. So you got to know where you can't key on one kid. You got to really know where all those guys are.
All right, Coach, any closing thoughts?
Oh, man, just have fun and enjoy it.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
I appreciate you.
Coach Michael Thomas via the ABS T-shirt graphics hotline pregame. After this break, we'll conclude the Moody Agency pregame drive, and we'll have high school basketball action. This is an HTO High School Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network.
Need to add some zip to your morning? Morning, need something to get you through a busy workday, or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslingers serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old True Poway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler, local coffee, local connections.
To close things out here on the postgame, let's take a look at where both teams stand, as both teams are currently sitting at 1-0, starting with the Denton Broncos. Coming out of 5A Region 2, District 7, relatively tough district as most of these DFW districts go. But to open up the year, they're undefeated. Leading their district so far is Argyle, Colleyville Heritage, Grapevine, Richland, Lake Dallas, and also Denton Ryan. So plenty of talent on both sides. Taking a look at the team that they are playing tonight, the Denton Geyer Wildcats. In 6A, however, so this could be a big-time win for the hosting Denton Broncos, as Coach Thomas talked about earlier in our Coach's Corner interview. But for Denton Geyer, already considered one of the best teams in all of 6A, so this could be also a chance for Denton Geyer to get in some early competition. Both of these teams stacked from top to bottom talent-wise. Denton Geyer, they're 1-0, their main win so far this year coming against the Eagles of Richardson. But let's see how these two teams stack up. It's game time when we come back. This has been the East Texas Benefits and Moody Agency All-State pregame drive.
Need to add some zip to your morning? Need something to get you through a busy workday? Or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslingers serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old True Poway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler, local coffee, local connections. You work hard to protect the things you love, your car, your home, and your financial future. East Texas Benefits will work just as hard to ensure your protection during these trying times. Our experts are trained to find the best policies tailored to any budget, but at the best insurance agency in Tyler by the people who make us who we are. Book a free consultation today at easttexasbenefits.com. East Texas Benefits, local knowledge you can trust. A Better Business Bureau A+ accredited business. Did you know you had a Texas State bucket list must-see right in the heart of East Texas? It's Circle M Crawfish in Big Sandy, Texas. Circle M is more than just crawfish. It's home to the best deep-fried catfish in town. There's something for everybody to enjoy, including chicken fried steak, burgers, and ready for game day wings. Circle M has everything you need to have a good time with the whole family, with a gated playground to keep kiddos entertained. Circle M Crawfish on State Highway 155 in Big Sandy, Texas, home of Circle M Rivalry Week. To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antler Sports Network.
We are set to go for tip-off here from Bronco Gymnasium. The home team, Denton Broncos, in their traditional home whites, purple piping on the uniforms and shorts. Also gold trim on the crest of the uniform. All purple letterings, numerals, and symbols. And the visiting Denton Wildcats in Wildcat scripted in gray, along with the rest of the lettering in numerals in gray, stroked in white. All black tops and bottoms, and we are set and ready to go. The battle for Denton is up and underway. Here to get things going are the Denton Broncos. Controlling possession is Newby. Marquise Newby swings it over to the far side to Courtney. Courtney drives right, has a man at the top of the key. That's going to be M.J. Thomas, a kid that we'll definitely have to watch for the rest of this ball game. Here's Walker. Walker tries to get it out to Thomas. Ball goes a little bit too high, but maintains possession. Here come the Broncos now. 7:38 and counting. Thomas drives right, looking for the dribble, hand off to Courtney and gets it to him. Courtney steps back, looking for a skip pass. It got into Thomas. It's a cut across the middle, and it's in for two. We have opened up our scoring here in Broncos Gymnasium as Denton strike first at home. The Wildcats now with their first offensive possession. Swing pass now to the close side. Eater swings it back over to Newton. Newton finds man in the corner for a three. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound corralled by Kamka. Here's Thomas, a 6'7" combo guard and forward, can pretty much do it all. But it's stolen away now. Denton forces the turnover. Eder goes up for the layup, can't get it to go. Thomas crashes in for the board with 6:57 left to go in the first quarter. It's still 2-0 Broncos here at home. Here's Thomas crossing the timeline now, looking for the dribble handoff, gets it out to Courtney. Courtney takes the screen, steps back, immediately met by resistance, gets it into Thomas again, looking for the same play that got them the first bucket. Thomas gets the ball corralled, comes back with it, looking for a man at the free throw line, and the Broncos will reset now. 6:38 and counting. Back at the top of the key now is Courtney. Courtney swings it back over to the far side to Cumbie. Newby, check that, back into the corner now, a wide open Walker, good from three. Walker's been sitting in the corner most of the night, relying on that backdoor action to get the open three, and that's exactly how they go from behind the arc. One up, one down from the trifecta. 6:15 now, and counting left to go. Way downtown, shot from I-35, can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Newby, and the Broncos are up and running yet again. Here's Courtney on the break. Takes the bump, and it's going to be a blocking foul called against Denton Guyers. Number 5, Ethan Etzer, the starting point guard. That's his first personal foul, first team foul with 6:07 left to go. Possession arrow is pointing towards the side of Denton Geyer, and the Broncos will take the ball out under their own basket. Here to do the inbounding honors as number 22, Marquise Newby. They're wanting to get it to Thomas, and they do. High lob pass out to him at the top of the key. All 6-7 of them. That's a lot of grown men to guard now. Looking for the dribble handoff. Gets it back up to Walker. Walker now. 5:58 and counting. Gets to Thomas down low. Looking for the same backdoor cut. That's the third time they've ran that play. This time Courtney's in the corner now. Getting closely guarded by Lowry. Gets driven on as Lowry. Tough shot going up. Can't get it. Courtney can't get the layup to fall. Rebound brought down by Jeremiah Green. Green on the trailer. Goes up through contact. Got the bucket in and one. Both teams already getting to a pretty great start offensively, even though the 5-2 score. With 5:42 left to go in this game, heading to the line for the first time is Jeremiah Green. First team foul called against the hosting Broncos as Green will get his first attempt at one the easy way. He rattles it home, and that makes it 3-5. Denton Geyer down on the road now. Denton Geyer hailing from 6A is a interconference matchup, but a same city matchup. Most of these guys probably go to the same Costco or eat at the same restaurants. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Officials say last touch Denton Geyer, and the Broncos of Denton will take the ball back under their own basket. But 5:30 left to go this first quarter of play. Score still knotted at 5-3. Both teams going to get 5 timeouts apiece. Both teams going to get one team foul apiece now. Into inbound under the basket yet again is Newby. Newby finds Courtney in the corner for three. Can't get it to go. Front iron can't get it to fall. Rebound brought down by Green, and he's running. Green gets it out to an open Lowry. Lowry caught on the double team, gets it back out. Now this time it's going to be Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds Newton in the corner for three. Got it. Connor Newton knocks it down from downtown to give Denton Geyer their first lead of the ball game. It's 6-5 now with 5:10 left to go in the first. Here's Courtney. Courtney hesitates, swings it back out to the far side now. This time it is Newby with it. Newby skips it back over to Courtney. Courtney in the corner, closely guarded now, drives baseline. Ball gets tipped. Going to be a jump ball possession. No, they get it back out. Quick bucket up and in for Kamka. Kamka gets the lead right back to the Broncos now. 4:50 and counting now. On the drive is Green. Green takes a tough floater, gets fouled. He's going to head to the free throw line yet again. That's going to be the first personal foul called against M.J. Thomas. He's 6'7" forward. Still putting his hands up. Not sure if he liked that call or not. I'll let you be the judge of that with 4:49 left to go. 7-6 your score. Heading back to the line for his second trip to the charity stripe is number 2, Blake Courtney, the starting small forward for Denton Geyer. That's Thomas's first personal foul. Second team foul now. Foul counts at 2-1. Green's first free throw is up and good. Have ourselves a tie ball game yet again. A couple of substitutions now. The Broncos checking in will be number 12, Chase Thomas. Checking in for Denton Geyer will be number 3, Mason White. Both of those players getting their first action for tonight. Want to thank the Denton Bronco basketball program for allowing the Antler Sports Network to give you this presentation of the HTO High School Basketball Game of the Week. Second free throw is up front iron, no good. Can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound brought down by Kamga and company, and here comes Thomas as he crosses the timeline. 4:40 left to go. He crosses it now, closely guarded by the Wildcat Etter. He's going to try to find Courtney in the corner. Tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch was by the Wildcat guard, number 0, Jordan Lowry, the starting 2 guard for this Wildcat offense. And taking the ball on the far side sideline now for the Broncos will be Blake Courtney, number 2. He gets it in now to the close side to Newby. Newby drives, skip pass, finds a wide open man for 3. Just short, little too much mustard on it. Thomas with a rebound. He can't get the residing shot to fall, and it's brought down by Etter. Etter now swings it back over to Green. Green makes the extra pass. Back wide open in the corner is Etter. He's going to kick it back out now. Ball seems to be tipped, but Green and the Wildcats recover. 4:14 now and counting. Green on the drive. He has green shoes. Goes up and under. Thomas can't get it to go, but Thomas comes down with the rebound now with 4:05 and counting left to go in the first quarter. Still knotted up at 7. Thomas with a fantastic pass down low. Can't get the under to lay up the fall. Multiple players from both teams trying to come down with the rebound, but trying to keep it from going out of bounds and eventually turning the ball back over is Jordan Kamga. It's going to be Wildcat basketball with 3:57 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Lowry. 3:50 and counting. He swings it over to White. White bounce pass over back to Lowry. Lowry swings it over to Green. Green drives back out to Lowry. Top of the key. 3. Front iron no good. Rebound brought down by the Wildcats. Another offensive rebound going up for it is Green. Trying to take the charge is Thomas, and that's going to be his second foul already. Coach Michael Thomas most likely going to get a substitution here. Going to the line for the 3rd time this evening is Green for the Wildcats of Denton Geyer.
On DHS number 2, MJ Thomas.
Thomas' second personal foul, 3rd team foul. Already in some early foul trouble with 3:36 left to go in this first. Green in his 3rd trip to the charity stripe. First shot goes up and good, and that gives Denton Geyer their second lead of the ball game. Now 8-7. Checking in for Thomas will be Gunter, number 22. Check that. That's number 32, Hayden Gunter. Checking in for Denton Geyer's Akitola Akaniki for his first action of the ball game in those loud red shoes. Also, another substitution here, checking in for Denton Geyer in exchange for Carter Eddy. Carter Eddy is checking in. Checking out will be Marquise Newby. Here comes Green in his second free throw in this trip to the line. Shots up and falls. Nothing but nylon there on that second shot, and that expands the Wildcat lead to 2. 3:33 left to go now, and here come the Broncos. Bit of a minute stretch since they've gotten their last bucket. Here's Thomas. Thomas swings it back over, down low to Gunter. Gunter tries to get it back out, but it's tipped away and stolen by Mason White. Here's White on the drive. Bounce pass down the middle, has a wide open Newton on the far side, swings it back to Grant at the top of the key. Back over to Newton now. Newton, 3:12 left to go. He's guarded by White. Gets to Akanike. He's got it easy. Baby hook shot for 2, and that expands the lead even more. 11-7 now. The Wildcats starting to try to pull away here early in the first quarter. 3 minutes left to go. Gets it over to, there's going to be a loose ball foul under the basket. Akanike will get called with that one. A little bit too much contact between him and Hayden Gunter down low. There's 2 big guys down there. There's going to be an interesting battle as head coach Michael Thomas of the Denton Broncos talked about during the Allstate Moody Agency pregame drive. This is going to be a game that will be determined not necessarily by either the front court or the back court, but he's confident in his bigs. And if I have someone Gunter's size, I'd definitely be confident as well, but it's tipped by Denton's Mason White. Carter Eddy caught the ball back. It's going to be out of bounds. Possession goes to Denton Geyer. 2:57 now left to go in this first quarter. Geyer holding the 11-7 lead in this interconference Battle of Denton matchup. Finds over to the far side is White. White goes up over Gunter. He's got it in for 2. And the run continuing. That run currently sitting at 6-0 in favor of the Wildcats. The Broncos need an answer and quickly. 2:37 now. 13-7 the score. Crosses back over. Heck of a move there by Thomas. Thomas swings it back over to Courtney in the corner. Finds a man down low. Turns around. Can't get it. Gets it to Eddy. Far side wing for 3. Knocks it down. as Edie hits the three. Timeout taken. We'll take it with him. Broncos not out of the woods yet. It's 13-3 your score. Back after this break, this is an HTO High School Basketball Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha.
My name's Anthony.
And we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco. And thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
Both teams leave their respective huddles. 13-10 your score. The visiting Wildcats of Denton are holding the advantage in this inter-city rivalry matchup. 2:34 left to go in the first quarter. Broncos taking their first time out. They have 4 left in this first half of play, but also 3 team fouls. 2 of those fouls coming from C.J. Thomas. Big part of this Denton Bronco offense and defense as coming out of the break. Rodriguez can't get the layup to fall. Rebounded by Kamga, and here come the Broncos yet again. This is Chase Thomas now with possession of the basketball. Swings it back over to Courtney. Courtney with it now as we hit the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Courtney brings it back up the top of the key to resets the offense. He's directing traffic now. He is guarded by White. Swings it back over to Edie. Edie gets his pass, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats, number 3, Mason White. And a substitution being made for the Wildcats. Checking back into the ballgame will be Jeremiah White. Taking a seat will be the starting point guard, Jordan Lowry. 1:53 now in the first quarter. Also another substitution now for the Broncos this go-around. Checking out will be Kamga. Checking in will be Shane Wolf. Getting back onto the court once again. He got some early action in around the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Took a quick break. Now he's back into the ball game now. 1:53 now as Edie will inbound under his own basket. Gets it back out to Wolf. Wolf swings back to Edie in the corner. Couldn't get the three-point shot off that he most likely wanted off the inbounds play. Edie's in trouble now. Ball gets tipped. Possession taken back by the Broncos, and here comes Thomas. Thomas back out to Edie. Edie drives right. Pull-up jumper, 17 feet out. Falls and got it for 2. Edie with the miraculous jumper as we hit the 1.5-minute mark, and momentum just can't seem to go either team's way, as we've always seen early on in most of these basketball games so far, and even last season during our presentation of high school basketball. No team getting the advantage, but White fumbles the basketball out of bounds. Possession will go to the Broncos of Denton. Here's Chase Thomas. Thomas guarded by Rodriguez. He crosses the timeline. Minute 15 and counting now. Thomas drives to his left. Has him into the corner. Going to take it himself. Follow away shot. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by White. White gets it over to Green. Finds Rodriguez. Wide open in the corner is Newton. Newton from downtown. Can't get it to go. Rebound White. White gets it back there out to Green as he resets. Weakness out of a minute mark. Newton trying again from 3. Can't get it to fall. This time it's rebounded by Chase Thomas and the Broncos and company. Here's Wolf, closely guarded by Newton. Wolf doesn't want to get a 5 count here. Spins to his left. Bursts the man out, but it's going to be an offensive foul. Little too much hand action there. Turnover. Possession will go to the Broncos. Check that will go to the Wildcats with 42.2 left to go in this first quarter. The Wildcats only being up by 1. First team foul, 14th foul. Lowry checking back in for the Wildcats. 40 seconds left. Newton's going to be guarded by Thomas. Gets it back out to Newton in the middle of the floor. He's guarded by Edie now. Now to Akiniki in the far side corner. Gets it back out to Green. Has on up and Rodriguez. Far side 3. Got it. Silas Rodriguez. Nothing but nylon on that 3-point bomb. Shot that from I-35. 18 seconds and counting now. Denton Guyer holding the 16-12 lead over the Broncos. Here's Thomas. Thomas has Newton on him. Going to back things back out. Maybe hold things for the last shot. Newton staying solid on defense now. Thomas drives right. He fakes a double team, comes up with the steal. 5 seconds left. This could be time for one more shot. Behind the back pass, not enough. 1 second now. Going up at the buzzer. Got it! Jordan Lowry at the horn. And that's how we'll end our first quarter. Denton Guyer ending on a high note, up 18-12. We'll get ready for the second quarter after this. This is an HTO High School Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha,
My name's Anthony.
and we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in the Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco, and thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antler Sports Network.
That last time out brought to you by Monument Realty, the official realtor partner of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and Antler Sports Network. As we get ready for second half action here, fresh 8 minutes on the clock. And here come the Wildcats after getting a buzzer beater by that man there, Jordan Lowry. Swings back over to Newton. We'd also like to thank all of our sponsors for keeping the Antler Sports Network up and going as wide three, knocked down by Green. That's a tough shot there. As the lead continues to grow, 21-12 now. Denton's got to get a bucket here. Tom is going to try to get it himself. Can't respond from three. Gunter with the rebound. Can't get the touch on the basket. But going to the line after getting fouled is number 21, Jordan Kamga. Kamga taking his first trip to the free throw line after drawing the shooting foul. That foul is going to be on Geyer's number 22. Miles Kennedy, that's his first personal foul. 13 foul, first shot, can't get it to fall. Back iron, no good. And the score will remain. Substitution pending here for the Broncos. Checking back in, number 2, Blake Courtney. Taking a seat will be the big man, number 32, Hayden Gunter. They've just done a great job using his size around the rim. Just couldn't get any of his layups to fall early. I'm sure the young man will get it back together soon, as Thomas still early with 2 fouls in the first quarter. So on the bench now as the second free throw rattles in and good, and then gets back on the board now. 21-13 now with 7:28 and counting left to go. Here comes White. White across the timeline, might be immediately met by a trap here. Swings it back out to Lowry. Lowry back to Green. Green back to Lowry. Lowry from downtown. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Kennedy. Kennedy keeps it, gets it back out to Green. And the Wildcats have another offensive opportunity here. Here's Newton jabbing, looking to get an opening here. Looking to find a way to get this Bronco defense to break. Newton could do it here for 3. Couldn't get the shooter's roll. It's rebounded yet again. Newton going up. Lowry going up and gets the layup to fall. 23-13 now, 10-point ball game here as we cross the 7-minute mark. Second chance opportunities being the main dagger to the heart so far for the Broncos as they try to come back now. Here's Thomas on the drive. Bumps, gets the layup down low. Is he going to get it? No, can't get it. Tries to get his own offensive rebound, but Kennedy comes up with a second big rebound already at his short time on the floor. On the drive now is Lowry. Lowry skips through the lane, and he's got it for 2. Here's Christian Walker. Walker swings it back over to Wolf. Wolf now, 6:19 left to go. He is guarded by Newton. Gets a dribble handoff off to Blake Courtney. Courtney for 3, no good. Rebound, tough rebound brought down by Green. Almost seemed like he was drugged down by a falling Shane Wolf, but it's a common foul, common loose ball foul called with 6:11 left to go in the first half of play. 25-13, the visiting Wildcats holding the lead here. Substitution here for the Broncos. Checking in will be Thomas. Also checking in will be Edie, and stepping off the first time is Keegan Krupp. No substitutions here for the Wildcats as they inbound here with 6:02 left to go in this second quarter of play. Rodriguez swings it back over to Newton. Newton over to White. Newton back with it at the top of the key. Fastball movement here by the Wildcats, trying to break down this Denton Bronco zone. In the corner, Rodriguez, no shot. Be a foul called against the Wildcats. Loose ball foul called against the Wildcats. That call is going to be on Kennedy. That's the second personal foul, 14th foul, as the Broncos have 5 team fouls, so they're credit with 5:50 left to go. The Wildcats up 25-13. Check that. Here's Thomas checking back in. He has 2 fouls. Kids got to be careful here. Here's Courtney. Courtney spins, gets it back out to Thomas. Thomas closely guarded by Kennedy. So he look over to Edie. Edie now into the corner to White. White drives, goes up, gets the layup to go. Check that. That's Shane Wolf. The Wolf on Main Street, or the Wolf in Denton in this case, gets the layup to go and cuts this lead back down to 10 with 5:20 left to go in the second. On the drive now is Newton. Newton spins back around, gets it over to White. 5:10 now and counting left to go. White gets his arm out. That's going to be a blocking foul. Coach Thomas on the Denton Broncos sideline wanted an offensive foul as White seemed to flail his arm out, but no offensive foul call. Substitution now checking in for Kennedy, and the Wildcats will be the starting forward. Ethan Etzer checking back in. Coach Thomas and the official trying to talk things out to try to get a better understanding of each other. Coach Thomas, very passionate coach in this brand new gym, a very beautiful gym at that. It's right in front of us here from the Kelly Sat 2 broadcast booth. It's not just another set of grandstands at a second level. It's a basketball court behind that too. On the drive now, going up and under. Can't get it to fall is Lowry. As Thomas gets the rebound, and he's going to draw a foul of his own. That foul is going to be against Denton Geyers. Number 0, Jordan Lowry, as checking in for Denton is number 14, Christian Walker. 15 foul on Denton Geyer. That's 16 fouls against the Broncos now. Foul count almost level here. Second quarter, 4:51 and counting. Here's Thomas. Thomas closely guarded by Etzer. Crowding his dribble, doesn't want to get a 5 count. He's got to get rid of it. And that is a timeout called. Full timeout taken for Coach Thomas and the Broncos. And we'll take the timeout with him. 25-15. The visiting Wildcats ahead in the Battle of Denton. Back after this break on the Antler Sports Network. After the Broncos timeout, they'll take possession on the far side sideline. Into inbound is Blake Courtney. The Broncos are down here at home, 25-15 against Denton Geyer. Here comes Thomas. Thomas guarded at the timeline by Etzer. Thomas backs away from the Courtney screen. He swings it to Courtney now. 4:35 and counting. Courtney drives right, switches back left, heck of a crossover. Steps through, goes up. Foul's going to be no foul. Is going to be a traveling violation called against Courtney and the Broncos, as Courtney seems like he had plenty of takeoff space. Just couldn't get the layup in time before taking too many steps. 4:26 left to go, and the Wildcats take possession now. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez guarded by Courtney and the rest of this Denton zone. Going up for the layup in traffic is Jordan Lowry, and it's now 27-15 with 14 minutes, 10 seconds, and counting left to go in the second. Here comes Courtney. Going to dribble the ball up here for the Broncos. Dribbling to his right now. Drives through, picks up his dribble, goes up, and count it. Count the bucket for 2. Heck of a bucket there through traffic for Blake Courtney, and keeps giving this Denton Broncos team some life. As now it's back to a 10-point game. 4:05 left to go. Checking back in for the Broncos, number 21, Jordan Kamga. Jordan Lowry on the personal foul. That's his second personal. 16 foul. Both teams knotted up at the foul count now. Checking back in as well for the Broncos is number 12, Chase Thomas. As Edie will take a seat. This presentation of high school basketball is brought to you by HDO, your hometown drink stop. Free throw by Blake is good. And that chops this lead back down to single digits. 4 minutes and counting left to go in this second quarter. This game going by fast. Both of these teams playing at 100 miles an hour. Here's Newton in the corner. Immediately, Trap gets back out of it, gets it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez swings it over to number 5. That's Etzer. Etzer gets it back to Rodriguez. He's closely guarded by Thomas. Chase Thomas, that is. Back down low. Wide open Lowry at the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Thomas with a big-time rebound there as he's immediately picked up full court by Lowry. Picks up his dribble, gets it across half court. Now the Broncos are breaking down this trap here from the Wildcats. Wide open corner 3. It's going to be an offensive foul. Great charge taken there by the Wildcats, number 11, Connor Newton. That won't make this foul situation any better for the Broncos. That total now sitting at 7. As checking back in will be the big man Gunter for the Broncos. 27-18, 3:36 left to go in this second quarter. Next free throw committed by the Broncos will send the Wildcats to the line. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives, gets to the corner to Newton. He's been on fire for 3, and he continues, and he nails the trifecta. 30-18, 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Thomas gets it from Thomas. Thomas to Thomas again. Chase Thomas this time. Thomas gets it back out to Thomas. A lot of Thomas and Thomasception, I guess we could call it here. Thomas drives to his left, gets it over to Courtney. Courtney down low to a Kamka. Kamka to Chase Thomas. He takes the highly contested 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Kamka tries to get it to Gunther. He takes the 13-foot shot. He's got it from the short corner. In for 2. And we're back to 10-point game now. 2:45 left to go. The Broncos still staying within striking distance. They just have to get stops and get them consistently. Skip pass now. Over to Newton. Newton from downtown again. Can't get it. Yes, he does. Gets the shooter's bounce. Another 3 for the Wildcats. 33-20 now. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left. On the drive is Thomas. Chase Thomas, that is. He gets it back out to MJ Thomas. Let's call him MJT. MJT is going to draw the foul right in the center of the floor. And that foul is going to be all against Denton Geyer's number 5, Ethan Etzer. His second personal foul, 7th team foul. Heading to the line for the Denton Broncos, MJ Thomas. Got in some early foul trouble in the first quarter with 2 quick ones, but with 2:19 left to go in the second, looks like he'll come out relatively unscathed. Knocks out in the front half of the 1-and-1. Makes it 33-21 now, barring the next free throw. Thomas' second shot, nothing but net, nails it. It's an 11-point game now, 11-point advantage here for the Wildcats with 2:15 left to go. Newton over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez driving right, skips through, heck of a move, it's set by Thomas, but it's a travel called. And that's going to take away a block from the stat sheet for Thomas. That was a heck of a block by the young man, skying through the air to pin that ball against the glass. It won't matter, travel violation called, possession Broncos. Thomas to MJ Thomas now. MJ on the drive. Smooth criminal through the lane, and he's going to head back to the line as he falls along the sideline. The baseline goes out of bounds. He gets back up by the help of his Bronco comrades with 1:58 left to go. That's going to be the 8th team foul called against Denton Geyer, and it's substitution time. Akinihi looking to check back in the pending substitution. That foul is called against Etzer. That's his 3rd. And the foul trouble now going by the way of the Wildcats here. MJ Thomas, a perfect clean 2 for 2 from the line. His second trip to the charity stripe. First shot is up. Rattles home the first half of the 1-and-1. It's a 10-point game now. This bucket could keep it a single-digit ball game. The Broncos not going away. You got to commend them for it, especially against a Denton Geyer team that some predict as state championship dark horses out of 6A. Second free throws up and good. It's a 9-point game here, ladies and gentlemen. 1:57 and counting left to go in this second quarter of play. The Wildcats off all 5 of their timeouts is White from downtown. Check that. That's Jeremiah Green. A green light from downtown. That expands the lead. Score 36-24. Back after this break. This is Texas High School basketball on the Antler Sports Network. Timeout brought to you by Hoopstar Academy in Tyler. High school basketball season is here, not just in East Texas, but around the country. If you want your kid to get the leg up on the competition, hit up Hoopstar Academy and DeMarcus Johnson to get your kid right just in time for the season. Personal, individual training packages are available for both boys and girls of all ages. So check out Hoopstar Academy. It's Gunter, then extra Bronco on the floor. He steps off. Now we're playing some 5-on-5 basketball. That's how you're supposed to play the game. Minute 48 left to go in the first half. The Broncos down 36-24, still within striking distance. They've cut it down to 9. And that's the closest they've made it since the initial swings from both of these teams to start off the game. Minute 40 now. Newby gets it down low to Kamka. On the cut is Thomas. Chase Thomas can't get it to go. Newby can't get it, but MJ Thomas does. He tried to get the shot off as he got fouled. I think he got it off. Will this be a 1-and-1 or a common shooting foul? Let's check for the official signal here. Checking back in for Denton Geyer will be number 10. Well, getting his first action is number 10, Blaine Bird. One if he's in relation to Larry Bird. That's a 19 foul on Denton. Can't get the front half of the 1-and-1. That's his first missed free throw on the evening. So here comes the Wildcats. Here's White. White gets it back out to Green. Almost like it's a color palette instead of a roster I'm reading off of. As getting the layup and one is Green. And Green has taken over already, expanding the lead now 38-24. And Green's an early contender already in the second quarter for our Thompson Tire and Services Player of the Game with a minute 20 left to go in the first half. And they'll head back to the free throw line. He's had a pretty solid outing already tonight, not just from the field, but from the charity stripe. As we hit a minute 20. First free throw and one free throw. Check that. It's up and good. 39-24. As Gunter will check back in. He'll be replacing Blake Courtney. Plenty of size on this Denton Bronco current platoon that's on the floor. They're under all home whites. A little bit of Thomas and Thomas action. Sounds like a law firm. The law firm of Thomas and Thomas, as MJ Thomas will draw the foul and he'll head back to the line. He went empty on his last trip. That's 10 team fouls now for Denton Geyer as Bird checks in and gets his first personal foul. Heading the line for 2 free throws is MJ Thomas. Thomas's first free throw is good. It's at 39-25 now. Checking back in for the Broncos is Carter Eady, as Gunter will check back out. If you'd like to advertise on the Antler Sports Network, go online, fill our form at antlersn.com/advertise to get started today. As Thomas can't nail the second free throw. Rebound brought down by White. He gets it to Green. Green gets it out to Newton. He's had a heck of a day from downtown. Newton with it. He swings it up to Green. Green drives, takes a great shot. Might have been tipped there by Thomas, but it doesn't matter. He gets it to go. He has not been able to do any wrong here for the Wildcat offense, but if you're the Bronco defense, I might say otherwise. He's made a killing so far from the field. 45 seconds of counting now. Here's Thomas. MJ Thomas, that is. Looks like a horn set here for the Broncos. Driving right is Thomas. Dribble handoff now over to Newby. Takes the three. Can't get it to go, but rebounded and put back in is Jordan Kamka in for 2. And the dry spell has ended for the Broncos. 24 seconds left in this first half of play. Here comes Newton. Newton swings it back over to Wolf. Check that over to Green. Green back up to Newton. Newton drives, sets back out. Looks like they're going to try to hold it for the last shot here. 10 seconds of counting now. Back over to Green. Green guarded by Edie. Green drives left. Head fakes. Tries to look for Newton. Can't get it to him. Spins around. Thomas goes up. Can't get it to go. Akiniki goes up at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. And that ends the first half of action. Wildcats up big here on the road. 41-27. We'll take a break and we'll talk about what we noticed from both teams. After this break, we've hit the half. 41-27. The Wildcats ahead. This is an HTO High School Basketball Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network.
Need to add some zip to your morning? Need something to get you through a busy workday? Or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslinger serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old True Poway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler, local coffee, local connections. To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antler Sports Network. A car is one of the most important purchases you'll ever make. It's how you drive to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat your car as such? Visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 321 South Bonner Avenue. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under the hood experience to ensure that your car runs at its best. Any make, any model, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in the entire East Texas area. Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler, proud sponsor of the Antler Sports Network.
We've hit halftime in an inner Denton contest between the visiting Denton Gyro Wildcats and the hosting Denton Broncos. We're here in the brand new Purple Pit on the campus of Denton High School. Want to thank Coach Thomas and the rest of the athletic department of Denton High School for allowing this presentation of the HTO High School Basketball Game of the Week presented by the Antler Sports Network. About 5.5 minutes before we head to second half action. Denton Gyro up 41-27. Jared Jones with you and Dwayne Barnes in his very first time on the Antler Sports Network. Dwayne, let's start with the visiting Wildcats. Of course, Newton has been able to hit the three ball, but so far it's been the Jeremiah Green show. What have you liked from the Wildcats so far offensively?
I would definitely say the player, Jeremiah Green. He's a playmaker. Every time he gets open, he's putting it up and he's putting it in.
Now, also, let's talk about the offset guards. Let's look at both Newton and Rodriguez, both able to hit multiple threes down the stretch. I want to say combined, they have at least 4 or 5 threes. Would you say that's a big factor that you want to look at if you're this Denton Bronco defense coming out of the half, trying to neutralize the three ball?
Definitely a big factor. If they can stop that, then they can definitely win the game.
Now, let's look at Denton, and we continued. You said that if they can neutralize the three ball, they can come back and win this game. They've cut it down to 9 at some point, but that's the closest it's been since the game opened up. Current score sitting at 41-27. What else do the Broncos need to do to please the home crowd here?
I would say if the Broncos, they can put the ball up more, start shooting more, they can probably catch up pretty quick.
Now, one thing about the Broncos that we've noticed, they're not afraid to shoot the ball. They're not afraid to get easy shots.
Definitely not.
But they just haven't been able to fall. I guess that's just the luck of the unluck of the Irish in this case. But we'll take a break. When we come back, it's time for the second half between the Denton Broncos and the visiting Denton Gyro Wildcats. After this timeout, Jared Jones, Dwayne Barnes, this is a special presentation of the HTO Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network.
Need to add some zip to your morning? Need something to get you through a busy workday? Or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslinger serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old True Highway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler, local coffee.
It's second half time here in the Purple Pin on the campus of Denton High School. This presentation of high school basketball is the game of the week brought to you by HDO and Tyler, your hometown drink stop, an official sip of the Antler Sports Network. Both teams are rip-roaring and ready to go. Officials are ready. I'm ready. Our cameraman, Dwayne Barnes, is ready. And I hope you're ready. Thank you for watching, wherever you may be tuning in. To watch the latest Antler Sports Network broadcast, go online to www.antlersn.com/schedule, or you can go to our homepage and click the orange button at the top right part of your screen that says Watch Live to be sent directly to us. Be sure to go online also to our news tab to check out the Antler SN News Wire, to check out the latest happenings across the area and within the Antler Sports Network. 7:50 left to go now. Denton will take possession back. Here's Courtney. Back out to Newby. Newby to Thomas. Thomas, free throw line jumper. Can't get the backboard shot and in to go. It's Kamga. As the putback gets back up and in for MJ Thomas. Getting on the block fast of the Broncos now. Still down big, still plenty of time to catch up, and not a lead that they can't overcome. 41-29 now. As Rodriguez drives, this is going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Denton and Thomas. And it'll be Denton Guyer basketball under their own basket. 7:25 now. Left to go in this third quarter. Newton, high lob pass out to Green. Green gets it over to Lowry. Green open again for three, and he's picking up exactly where he left off in the first half, knocking down yet another three. The three-point onslaught continuing for the young man, and here comes MJ Thomas in his attempt to respond. Thomas drives left, about to be double-teamed now, but a blocking foul call. That's going to be called against Green. First personal foul already, as we've barely gotten into the first minute of this ball game. First team foul, first personal foul. Inbound into Newby. Newby drives left, fades away, baby hook, off the backboard, no good. He gets his own rebound. It's up to Chase Thomas, and he gets the 15-footer to fall as he knocks it down, nothing but net for two. 44-31 now, 6:50 left to go in the third quarter. Here come Rodriguez, Wildcats and company. Rodriguez gets it out to Newton. Open three. Can't get it to fall. Tough rebound by Thomas and the Broncos, and they're out and running. Gets it out to Newby. Newby, it's a 3-on-2 break. Stops and pops. Can't get it to fall. It's rebounded over by Kumga. Gets the skip pass wide open to Thomas for three. Got it to go. We talked about how the Broncos need to stop the three. I guess they said, you know what, if we can't really stop the three, let's knock down some threes of our own. 6:15 and counting left to go. 10-point game. Three. Green light from Jeremiah Green again. And Denton Guyer takes a timeout. 47-34. Fireworks continuing here. Back after this break. This is an HTO high school basketball game of the week on the Antler Sports Network.
A car is one of the most important purchases you'll ever make. It's how you drive to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat your car as such? Visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 3021 South Bonner Avenue. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under-the-hood experience to ensure that your car runs at its best. Any make, any model, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in the entire East Texas area. Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler, proud sponsor of the
After the Wildcats break their recently called timeout, 6:11 left to go in the third quarter of play. 47-34, Guyer with the lead. Jared Jones here with you for this presentation of Texas high school basketball. Go online at antlersn.com/schedule to find out the next time the Antler Sports Network will be hitting the airwaves. Be sure to also follow us across those social media accounts to keep up with all Antler Sports Network happenings, including broadcast time changes and changes in location and all of our updated stream links. Tipped away, this time wide open three from way downtown. The bank is open for Marquise Newby as he nails the three way out from the George W. Bush Turnpike. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the third. 37-47, back to a 10-point game. Here comes Dune, dribbles back out, gets it out to Green. Green finds Rodriguez in the corner, gonna try to respond. No shot, is gonna be a foul on the floor. Hitting the ground will be Akinihi. He's back up. However, Kit seems to be okay. That foul is going to be on the Broncos number 12, Chase Thomas. First team foul. First personal. 5:39 now in the third. 47-37. The Broncos have been able to keep it about as close to 9, just not able to break that single-digit threshold thoroughly to try to make this a very few possession ball game. Gets it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez fires for a 3. Got it. Right in the face of Thomas. Thomas is 6'7". Just to keep in mind as Rodriguez nails yet another 3 on the night as we cross the 5.5-minute mark. It's stolen away, taken by Green. Green goes up. He is going to get fouled. That foul is going to be on number 22, Marquise Newby, as Green looked like he tried to take flight on that last layup. He probably wasn't thinking layup the way he tried to take off. You see that outside foot, looks like he tried to put a man on a poster tonight with 5:22 left to go in the third. First personal foul, second team foul on Newby and the Broncos. Heading back to the line is Green. Green, simply put, has been money so far tonight. First shot, good. 51-37 now, 5:22 left to go in the third. Second shot, buried from Green. And the Broncos will come back the other way, down 52-37. MJT gets it into his brother, Thomas. He uses a screen. Akinihi now guarding him now. Newton switching back on him. They swing it back over to Kamga. Kamga with it. Looking right. He swings it back over to Thomas. Thomas crab dribbles. Tries to beat the double team, and he does. Gets out to Kamga. Kamga's going to get whacked and head back to the line. The guilty party for the Wildcats is going to be number 0, Jordan Lowry. Lowry hasn't had a silent game of his own. Pretty much from top to bottom, everyone wearing a Wildcat uniform that touched the floor has had a relatively good night. Jordan Kamga heading back to the line. First shot, back ironing in.
Jordan Campbell, one more.
Kamga get ready to shoot one more. Only Courtney is in to try to get an offensive rebound here, but no offensive rebound necessary. That makes our score 52-39. Checking back in for the Broncos is 80, as Newby will check back out as we cross the 5-minute mark in this third quarter. 2 team fouls apiece. Both of these teams, and here comes Denton now. Immediately met at the timeline by Thomas. He swings it over to Green. Green's guarded by Cunha. Rodriguez, another 3. It goes in, but it seems to be a call under the basket by the far side official as they convene at about the far side wing. Akinihi is standing at the free throw line, but not before Silas Rodriguez was able to nail another 3. Scorekeeper hasn't added 3 points on the board for Denton Guyer just yet, as we both await the official call with 4:48 left to go in this third quarter. They will count the 3. As the scoreboard now reading 55-39. And it seems that a timeout has been taken. Looks like we'll take it as well. Back after this break. This Texas High School basketball on the Antler Sports Network. Last time out brought to you by Hoopstar Academy. 4:48 left to go in the third quarter. 55-39 is your score. The officials saying that the last 3 taken by Rodriguez will count on the board for the Wildcats. Looks like the Wildcats will also get possession to tag along with it with a 4:48. Officials still at the table trying to see who possession goes to. Rodriguez hit the three, and a whistle was blown under the basket by the far side official. So no words yet. Scoreboard reads 55-39, so I guess that's what we'll go with. They probably get paid a lot more than I do to do their job, but officials still at the table. I don't know what they could be talking about here. Hopefully they're talking about what's to eat for dinner. Denton is always a great town to roam around in. It's a big-time college town. It looks like the Geyer Wildcats will take possession. It's tipped out of bounds. Denton Geyer will take possession back. Of course, Denton, Texas, the home of the Mean Green of the University of North Texas. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from where we are here tonight. As Akinihi gets it down low, gets it over to Newton. Newton swings it back out to Lowry. Lowry taking his time now. 4:40 left to go. He's guarded by Edie. And a foul called under the basket yet again. That's going to be a loose ball foul called against the Broncos number 21. The guilty party being Jordan Kamga. He said he tried to hip check a cutting Wildcat, and that's a little bit too much for the officials' liking. As the whistle blows, and a loose ball foul called this time against the Broncos. Possession, check that, called against the Wildcats as the Broncos will take possession. So back-to-back are pretty much the exact same foul called. 55-39 now. Thomas gets it into Kamga. Kamga gonna take it himself as he crosses the timeline. Met by Akinihi. Gets it over to Chase Thomas. Chase Thomas gets down low, has Newton on him. That could be a mismatch they would want to exploit. It looks like they might try to do so, but instead it's going to be out to Courtney. Blake Courtney, that is. Swings it over Edie on the far side. Driving, 4:21 left to go. Edie looking for something. It's got a man down low, but it's thrown away by Newton. It's a 3-on-2 break. Here comes Newton. Newton goes up and under for the layup. Can't get it to go. Tough rebound brought down by Chase Thomas, and it's a 4-on-2 break now this time. This could be lob time. Goes up and throws it down. Big alley-oop dunk thrown down by Blake Courtney, and they're going back the other way. Could be another alley here. Gets it up to Edie. Edie goes up. Offensive foul call. Charge taken by Wildcat guard number 11, Connor Newton. And that was a heck of a sequence there as the Broncos faithful not happy with that last call. A big dunk that almost brought the house down. 80 with a nice touch off the lob. Emphatic jam. Slammed down from Courtney.
That's his second personal foul. Fifth Bronco team foul.
That foul is going to be the fifth called against the Broncos. They try to claw back into this one. That'll bring the crowd to life. 3:50 now. Driving is Rodriguez. Floater. Can't get it. Thomas with a rebound. The run could continue here. It's already sitting at 2-0 with 3:45 left to go. Here's Thomas. Thomas half spin. Gets into the corner. Chase Thomas for three. No good. Can't get off the backboard to go. Collision under the basket. That is most likely going to be against Akinihi of the Wildcats. As the three-point attempt won't even come to fruition, and that is going to be called against Akinihi. Substitution pending for the Wildcats. Checking back in will be number 5, Ethan Etzer, and also checking in will be number 3, Nathan White. Akinihi going to take a seat now as he gets in foul trouble. Rodriguez, a steady hand off the bench, especially if he's your starter as well. With the bench production that they've had for the Wildcats has pretty much been a seamless transition. As Thomas gets it down low, gets it out to Chase Thomas. Chase Thomas for three, can't get it to go. Offensive foul called against MJ Thomas, much to his dismay. Well, it looks like it's going to be called on the floor. The foul is going to switch that. That's going to be against Geyer's number 5, Ethan Etzer. Starting small forward originally, just checked back in now with 3:30 left to go in the third. And Kennedy will check back in. He's going to take the spot of Etzer. Now both teams notched up at 5 team fouls apiece. Third quarter now, 3.5 minutes. Here to inbound under his own basket is Blake Courtney. Courtney immediately met by resistance. Going to defend the inbound most likely is going to be number 0, Jordan Lowry. We saw Denton in the sub-varsity game. Forget about the inbounder, just double-team the best ball handler. Gets it into Edie. Edie into MJT. Here's Thomas, closely guarded by Green. Asking for a screen. This time he's going to get it out to Edie. Thomas cuts, doesn't get it to him. Here's Kamka, swings back over to Chase Thomas. Chase Thomas into the corner. It's going to be MJ Thomas down low. They pulled the chair. Going to be a blocking foul. They thought Green did a little too much there, and I can partially agree with the official. And it's a pretty bang-bang play for any official, no matter the size of the guys in the situation, as Thomas is going to draw the blocking foul. That's going to be Green's second personal foul. 16th foul. Team foul situation looking pretty similar for both teams. That's going to be 6 against Denton Guyer. That's going to be 5 against Denton. The Broncos of Denton, that is. As thankfully, Green's only gotten 2 team fouls. As Thomas, as we know, early in the first quarter, within the first 5 to 4 minutes of play, already tacking on 2 quick personal fouls, but it's done a great job. The young man has 6'7", the starting center for the Broncos, and a pretty good job staying out of foul trouble the rest of this ball game. Officials wipe up the wet spot on the court. 3:16 left to go in the third. Looks like we're getting ready to play basketball as MJ Thomas will inbound under his own basket. He's got his brother Chase Thomas right in front of him on the block. He cuts to the outside. Gets it down low to Kamka. Kamka drop steps, goes up through contact. Sent away by Green as Thomas tries to hit the ball back off for Green out of bounds. Just not in time. Possession goes to Denton Guyer. 3:11, only 4 ticks of seconds coming off of the clock after that last possession of the third quarter. 55-41 your score now. Here comes Newton. Newton's immediately met by Chase Thomas at the timeline in defense. Gets over Green on the far right side. He's met by Kamka. Drives right, skip pass to the far side to Newton. Newton drives, goes up. He's got the layup. Check that. That's Lowry on that last layup. And neither team was really able to score there for a second. But breaking the hold will be Denton Guyer. It's going to be a blocking foul along the far side baseline. That foul is going to be against Denton Guyer's. That's going to be called against Kennedy. I want to say that's Kennedy's third, and it is his third. As checking in for Kamka and the Broncos will be number 3, Shane Wolf. Not the Wolf on Wall Street. Let's call him the Wolf on the Interstate. Let's call it that. That's a pretty good nickname. We're known for giving nicknames here on the Antler Sports Network. As heading to the line, it will be Courtney with 2:54 left to go in the third. First shot, front half of the 1-and-1. It's knocked down and good. Makes it 57-42. Checking in, returning is Marquise Newby. Taking a seat will be Chase Thomas. The second half of this Thomas tandem. That was another good nickname, the Thomas tandem. How about that? Guyer not going to make any substitutions here as Edie goes over to talk to head coach Mike Thomas. We had the pleasure of speaking with him before tip-off during the All-State Moody Agency pregame drive. Second shot up, nothing but nylon, and good. A perfect trip to the line for Courtney. 57-43 now, 2:50 left to go. On the drive is Green. He drives to his left, kicks it back out of the corner. He's got Lowry. Lowry spins, drives, has Thomas on him. And he'll be by the double team's got to make a decision here. Officials called a timeout. Timeout taken by Denton Guyer. We'll take it with him. 2:42 left to go in the third. 57-43. The Wildcats ahead on the road. Back after this break. You're watching Texas High School Basketball on the Antler Sports Network.
You work hard to protect the things you love, your car, your home, and your financial future. East Texas Benefits will work just as hard to ensure your protection during these trying times. Our experts are trained to find the best policies tailored to any budget, but at the best insurance agency and tailored by the people who make us who we are. Book a free consultation today at easttexasbenefits.com. East Texas Benefits, local knowledge you can trust. A Better Business Bureau A+ accredited business.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha.
My name's Anthony.
And we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in the Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco. And thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
Back out of the timeout taken by Denton Guyer for, check that, 43-57. The Broncos down here at home. 2:42 left to go in the third quarter of play. As we're set to go here. Here to do the inbounding honors is Jordan Lowry for the Wildcats. And here we go from Bronco Gymnasium. He's looking for Newton. Something to go deep here. Very quarterback has complete first down at Denton Guyer. Here's Newton now on the drive. Gets back over to Lowry. Lowry, crab dribble, skips through. Heck of a move, goes up. Can't get it to go. Great defense by Thomas. As Thomas draws the foul, that foul is going to be against Kennedy. I want to say that's Kennedy's for others. He's most definitely going to take a seat here, barring a substitution. Yeah, that foul's going to be on number 22, Miles Kennedy. And Rodriguez will check in for the big forward now. Heading back to the line will be Thomas. Thomas had a multiple trips at the free throw line. Relatively solid so far. Both of these teams shooting pretty well from the charity stripe this evening with 2:30 left to go in the third quarter of play. That foul was the 8th team foul against the Wildcats, although they're up 57-43. Thomas nails the first half of the 1-1, making it 57-44. The Broncos not out of the woods yet. They have plenty of guys that can create, all headed by this man, the 6'7" big man, M.J. Thomas, as he nails his second free throw. Perfect trip to the line for Thomas now. 57-45. His Broncos are down, however, as we hit 2 minutes and 20 seconds. On the drive, goes up, is Green, it's sent away by Thomas, so he'll only get a chance for 2 free throws. And that's one thing people don't really take credit for. Just because the whistle's blown, the shot's still live, so a block it definitely prevents some extra points when you put on the board. But instead, Green's going to have to earn these 2 points from the line. That foul is going to be against Courtney. That's his third personal foul, 16th foul as Green. He's been lights out so far this evening. First free throw is up. Can't get the lucky bounce. No good. Checking back in for the Wildcats. Checking in for the first time for the Wildcats is number 23, Damon Nash. Second shot from Green. He gets a shooter's roll this time. And he splits his trip to the line, 58-45 now. Here's Thomas. Thomas with Nash on. Thomas taking his time as he creeps across the timeline. Goes between the legs, drives to his left, swings it over to Courtney. Courtney drives. Pull-up jumper, great pull-up jumper. Bottoms. That is a collegiate-level shot from Blake Courtney. As we cross the 2-minute mark in this third quarter, it's about to be crunch time. Nash, he takes his first shot, can't get it to go from downtown. Rebound Courtney, and they're running now. Here's Edey on an even 1-on-5 break. He waits for his Broncos teammates to give him some assistance now. Here's Thomas. Thomas turns out the free throw line. He's got a much smaller defender on him in Newton. Let's see if they try to get something out of it. Edey for 3. Got it. As Bronco Gymnasium erupts. The Broncos only down 8 now. Minute 27 left to go. Here's Newton. Newton drives middle. Hesitates. Heck of a move. It's sent away by Courtney. That shot is going to be a foul call on Thomas. That's a 50-50 call there. I know some officials don't want you to really put the body into the shooter as a defender. They try to protect the shooter. But I don't know. That might have been a 50-50 call there, as we'll be heading to the line is number 3, Mason White. His first trip to the charity stripe to try to get this back to a double-digit ball game if he goes perfect from the line here with 1:20 left to go in the third. Edey with a big-time shot and a big-time first free throw made, making this lead to 59-50. Checking back in will be the starting point guard, Jordan Newton. Check that, Jordan Lowry, as Connor Newton will check out for the Wildcats. Second shot missed. Rebound, Thomas. Here's Newby. Gets it back up to Thomas at the top of the key. Edey directing traffic up the ball on the far side. Thomas has Nash on him. Asking for a dribble handoff. He gets it from Courtney. Courtney drives right. Takes the screen. Gets it out to Newby. Newby trying to make it back to back. Can't get it to go. Great job by Nash to box out Thomas. And he'll come down with it and draw the foul. And we'll head back to the line. The Wildcats will. 58 seconds left. 59-50 the score. 18 fouls apiece for both of these teams. That recent foul is going to be called against Newby. That's his second personal foul. As we said earlier, 18 foul. Checking back in will be Chase Thomas. Taking a seat will be the Wolf on the interstate. Shane Wolf heading back to the bench, also looking to check in, pending this first free throw shot. For the Broncos is number 14, Christian Walker. Can't get the first shot of the 1-on-1 to fall. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Courtney gets it up to Thomas now. Thomas, running the offense, set up itself, taking his time. Still plenty of basketball left to be played. But out of this corner, 45 seconds left. Crosses, he's got Green on him. Green's playing amazing defense. He's got rid of the ball. And a timeout call for head coach Mike Thomas and the Broncos. And we'll take it with him, 59-50. Back after this break, this is an HTO High School Basketball Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network. back after the Bronco timeout. 43.56 left to go in this third quarter. 59-50. The Wildcats holding the advantage here. Jared Jones on the Antler Sports Network. This special presentation of Texas high school basketball. It's an all Denton affair here in Bronco Gymnasium in the city where the Mean Green reside at the University of North Texas. Apogee Stadium, not too far from here. Pass it on the way to this ball game. With Edie trying to get open, instead it'll be Courtney that'll get it just mere feet away from the half-court line. He gets out of danger, picking up his dribble. He's got Rodriguez on him, gets it out to Thomas. Thomas, great lead pass out to Courtney. Courtney has a man on the far side. It's going to be tipped away out of bounds. Great job to send the passing lane is Jeremiah Green. He's been everywhere so far with this ball game. 32.3 seconds left to go. Here the inbound of the Broncos on the close side sideline. Gets it into Thomas. Thomas immediately guarded by Nash. He steps back. Going to get to the middle of the floor now. Edie coming off the screen. That horn set showing yet again for the Broncos. Here comes the backside screen. Drives. It's going to be set for Courtney as he tries to get open. He's got to get rid of the ball now. Nash reaches. He's going to draw the foul. Only 9 seconds left. Get 19 seconds left. Had to for only 19 more seconds. They're doing a great job staying in front of Thomas. Thomas luckily able to get the quick first step as checking back in for the Broncos will be number 22, Marquise Newby. They call him Mark here via the PA announcer of Broncos Gymnasium. We'll call him Mark from now on as well. Why not? Let's stay consistent, shall we? Sending back to the line. And one thing we can say consistently as MJ Thomas right back to the line, checking back in for the Wildcats after the Nash foul. Connor Newton, one of the smallest kids on the floor right now. He's had one of the biggest roles in how the Wildcats have been able to take the lead and maintain it. As Thomas can't get the first free throw to fall, is rebounded by Green, and they're up and running here, 15 seconds. Maybe they're going to try to hold for the last shot. So that's what they might try to do here. Here's Green on the drive, goes up over Thomas, can't get it, 5 seconds now. Broncos opportunity for one last shot. Here's Courtney, they're going to call him out of bounds. Right along that far side sideline, maybe a shoelace was out of bounds there. Tried to tiptoe his way across the sideline, but couldn't twinkle toe his way inbounds. Checking back in for the Broncos will be number 21, Jordan Kamga. And what will most likely be the final possession of this third quarter of play. Also checking in for the Broncos is number 22, Marquise Newby. Mark Newby, that is. As Thomas takes a seat and Courtney take a seat. Maybe one last break because they'll be pivotal. And the Broncos trying to get back into this game. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez steps into a shot. Can't get it back iron, no good. We're heading to the fourth. 59-50. 59-50, your score as we head to the fourth. Back after this break, this is the HTO High School Basketball Game of the Week on the Antler Sports Network.
Did you know you had a Texas State bucket list must-see right in the heart of East Texas? It's Circle M Crawfish in Big Sandy, Texas. Circle M is more than just crawfish. It's home to the best deep-fried catfish in town. There's something for everybody to enjoy, including chicken fried steak, burgers, and ready for game day wings. Circle M has everything you need to have a good time with the whole family, with a gated playground to keep kiddos entertained. Circle M Crawfish on State Highway 155 in Big Sandy, Texas, home of Circle M Rivalry Week.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha.
My name's Anthony.
And we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco. And thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
It's time for the fourth quarter. Final 8 minutes of this ball game on the Antler Sports Network. It's a 9-point game. The Wildcats of Denton Geyer looking to crash the housewarming party of their rivals, inner city rivals, and the Denton Broncos. Jared Jones, Dwayne Barnes here with you, as we will decide which one of these two teams can have partial bragging rights for the city of Denton, at least in the basketball sense. Of course, there's Denton Ryan outside of these two teams as Green shows a slight grin as he takes the inbounds pass now to open up the fourth. Gets another corner for Newton. Can't get it to go. Etzer with the rebound. He comes down with it. Thomas falls into the corner now. It's a wide open Lowry. He gets out of it, however. Gets it into Etter. He drives. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Kamga and the Broncos, and here we go. Here's Newby looking to make this the closest this game has been since his opening minutes. Has a corner Kamga. Kamga back out to Newby. 7:27 left to go in the fourth. Kamga has a cutting chase. Thomas. Kamga cuts, doesn't get it. Looking to reset to Newby, and they do. Almost, and he just crosses the timeline. Great job by Newton to give him just enough space to make that mistake. As checking back in will be Edie for the Broncos of Denton High School. Here comes Green. Green, Nubiana. 7 minutes, 10 seconds now. Green gets it to Newton. Lowry in the corner gets it to Newton. Newton can't get the shot to go. It's rebounded by Krupp and company. Here come the Broncos trying to keep this run continuing. They try to march back into this one. We caught the 7-minute mark. Edie gets it down low to Walker. Walker over to Newby for three, just short. Rebound, Krupp up and under, can't get it. Gets on offensive rebound, goes back up and one. Count the bucket. Krupp doing a great job staying with it. Missed his first shot. Gets another opportunity. Didn't let that one slip. Shout out to Eminem. 59-52. 6:47 left to go in the fourth. And Krupp has an opportunity to make this a 6-point ball game. Krupp shot, can't get it to go. Rebounded Green. Green guarded by Newby. Gets it over to Edie in the corner. Has a wide open Silas Rodriguez for three. And that brings the lead back up to 10. 62-52. That's going to get sacked for the foul. On the far side there is Jordan Lowry. That's going to be the 10th team foul and his fourth personal. This is where foul trouble gets to be a pivotal part for both of these teams' respective game plans. Heading to the line for the first time will be number 22, Mark Edie, as he'll shoot two. Thomas and Courtney, as we suspected, will be subbing back in after taking a short break to end off the third quarter. First shot back iron, no good. And this is going to be how the Broncos get back into this one. You got to knock down free throws down the stretch. As Thomas and Courtney check back in, taking a seat, will be Walker and Kamga. Newby gets the pass from the official. As he gets his second shot, at least trying to split him here, and he does. Knocks it down. 62-53. As the Wolf on the interstate checks in, Edie will check out. Edie hitting a big-time three in the latter half of the third quarter to help the Broncos continue saying this thing. Green out if he has anything to say about it. Can't get it to go. Rattles in and out. Rebound brought down by Krupp. And the Broncos are running now. It's an uneven 5-on-2 break. Here comes Thomas. Thomas picks it up. Gets it into Krupp on the drive. Can't get it. Thomas snatches the rebound away. Goes up, throws it down. Count it. And one. What a dunk from MJ Thomas. And that is the highlight of the night with 6:04 left to go in the fourth. The crowd head tapping off to head tap myself. What a thunderous dunk after snatching the rebound. Wow, this kid's had a heck of a night as he rattles in the free throw. And the run continuing to build. It's a 6-point game. And Broncos Gymnasium is loud. Foul called against the Broncos as Green goes on the drive. That foul is going to be against. Trying to see who that foul could be against. That's going to be against the Wolf on the interstate. That's his fifth personal foul. His night's most likely over. The scores table informing that that is his fifth foul as Green will head to the line. This is the loudest Bronco Gymnasium has been pretty much all evening long. With 5:57 left to go in the fourth. I'm still stuck on that Thomas dunk. The way he snatched the rebound away from the hands of the Wildcats, took one step and just threw it down with absolute ease, almost as if no one was in the vicinity, and knocked down the free throw as well. I would say that was been, other than the foul trouble, that's been his biggest deterrent, has been his shots at the line. But so far, he's hitting them when it counts. Let's see if Green can follow suit. They're up 62-56, 5:37. First shot, no good. Rebound, Thomas. Instructed the Broncos to slow things down. I feel like I'd probably be confident too. Thomas has come alive here. Courtney on the cut, gets it back out to Thomas. Thomas swings it over to Newby. Newby in the corner to Courtney. Courtney with it now, dribbles back out, gets it to Edie for three. Newby, not the glass, no good. Rebound, Courtney. Courtney drop steps, goes up, turns around, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Newton. Newton moves the ball out the floor up to Lowry. Lowry hesitates, drives, goes right at Crump. And puts his shoulder right into his chest to get the bucket for two and temporarily silence this Denton crowd. 64-56 now. Your scoreboard reads. 5:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. As we get ready to hit the halfway mark in this period of play. Gets it down low to Thomas. Thomas against Akanihi. He drives, goes up. Foul's called on the floor, but he'll still head to the free throw line. Akintola Kanihi on that last blocking foul. That's going to be two shots as both teams currently reside in the double bonus. Akanihi, that is his fifth foul, and that is the second Wildcat to fall to the foul-out bug. Checking in for him will be number 3, Mason White. White has been a great defender off the bench to try to neutralize these Bronco weapons, and they definitely need that now more than ever. 64-56. Barring these M.J. Thomas free throws. Official gives him the basketball. He takes his initial dribble. Shot goes up. He's got it. First shot is in. Checking in for the Broncos once again will be number 21, Jordan Kamga. As Edie will take a seat next to Coach Michael Thomas and company. Thomas gets the ball from the official, looking to make it 2 for 2 yet again with a 4:59 left to go. Second shot is in. That's what the Broncos needed. They needed free throws down the stretch. 4:56 now. Broncos gymnasium coming back alive now. 64-58 now. Back at the top of the key is Green. Green swings it over to Newton. Wide open is White. He's going to travel. And a costly turnover there for the Wildcats. Much to the chagrin of the Broncos fans here in the brand new Purple Pit. 4:48 now after the turnover. It's going to be Thomas with it. This is his game to win. This is going to be Thomas versus White, I'd assume, as we go down the stretch. And that's going to be a foul called against White. A turnover and a foul all within the span of a couple of seconds, as Kennedy most likely going to check back in. No, goes back to the bench. Kennedy has 4 fouls to his own right. That's his first personal tip team. As Thomas went back to the line, went perfect on his last trip to the charity stripe. This time with 4:44 left in the fourth, knocks down the free throw. 64-59, the Broncos crawling back slowly but surely. But can they complete the comeback? Second shot, good. 64-60. This is the closest this game has been since the score read 6-2 to open things up. Here's White in the corner. Newton for 3. Can't get it. Rebound, Thomas. And the Broncos have a chance to possibly make this a 1-point game. Risky pass up to Courtney. He's guarded by Green. Thomas sets the screen. Courtney with it. Looking for Thomas. He's guarded closely by Rodriguez. Gets it up to Kamba. Kamba in the corner. Wide open. Courtney can't get it. Rebound brought down by Lowry. He is going to get fouled on the way down. And he'll shoot 2 to try to expand this lead. Both teams now sitting at 10 fouls apiece on no matter what. We're shooting doubles at the line for the rest of this contest. And the remaining 4 minutes and 10 seconds in this fourth quarter. This game wasn't looking so hot for the Broncos early on. I feel like we can all say that. But as this game has transpired, big-time shots, big-time rebounds, and more importantly, the flipping of the coin to the free throw line has brought the Broncos back. First shot misses. They played as a live ball, but of course, 10 fouls. That's going to be 2 shots as Lowry will have an opportunity to knock down another one as Edie will come back in. He's knocked down a couple threes down the stretch to help build up this monstrous Bronco comeback. Let's see if he can continue his three-point shooting ways as Teagan Krupp will check back out. Second shot knocked down. 5-point game. 65-60. 4:05 left to go in this ball game as we hit the half-minute mark of the fourth. Gets it out to Edie. Edie takes the three, heavily contested. Count the bucket! And one! He knocks down the three-point bomb while being fouled. 63-65, barring the free throw. Edie hit a big-time three in the third. He hit a big-time three in the fourth. And looking to get 4 points in one possession for the Broncos and make this a 1-point game. Edie getting greedy from downtown as he knocks down the trifecta. Official stopping play, going to head to the scores table just to note possession arrow pointing towards the Broncos of Denton. This has been an exciting, very exciting game. Last time we were up here in the DFW for basketball, Texas Wesley and Our Lady of the Lakes University went to 4 overtimes. Thomas taking this chance as Edie tries to clean the floor, try to get a quick game plan together. As Edie with a nice throw to the sideline there. We seem to be ready to get back to bits as usual as Edie is trying to convert the 4-point play, 65-63, in an attempt to make this a 1-point ball game with 3:58 left to go. That MJ Thomas dunk might have been play of the game, but that Edie three is a close second, might even have to make it a tie. Shot. Can't get it to go. It's hit by Thomas. They'll come down with a rebound, but a loose ball foul under the basket called against Kamga as Kamga tried to get the rebound there from the clutches of Mason White. There's too much action there down low. 3:56. Kamga's third personal. White will head back to the line now. He split his last time up. First shot missed. Kennedy with 4 fouls is going to check in for White, barring the result of this free throw. Shot nailed. Still a one-possession game as Kennedy will check in. It's 66-63 with 3:56 left to go. Still plenty of basketball to be left. Don't necessarily have to get a three here for Denton. Just get a good possession. I feel like that's what head coach Michael Thomas is telling his Broncos team. Just get an efficient possession. If you can get a three, take the three. But if you can get a two, take the two as well. 3:45 now. Here's Thomas on the drive. He drives left, posts up Rodriguez. He hop steps, spins, goes up over Kennedy. Can't get it to go. No foul call. Rebounded by Courtney White. And Thomas gets right back up. And the Broncos will take possession yet again and reset now. 3:33 left to go. 66-63. Both teams sitting in the double bonus now. Here's Newby. Gets it into Courtney White. Well, excuse me, up to Blake Courtney. He can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Jordan Lowry and the Wildcats of Denton. Denton at 1 point, had a 15-point lead. That's all but diminished now. 3-point game now. 3:14 and counting. Lowry closely guarded. Gets over to White. White's guarded by Newby. He drives left. Gets brought in to help. And it's tipped away by Thomas. Rebound Thomas as well. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a 3-point game. As we can probably say so far, it's a two-man race for our Thompson Tire and Service player of the game between MJ Thomas of the Broncos and Jeremiah Green for the Wildcats of Denton Geyer. Thomas spins. Shot. He's going to draw the foul at the free throw line. Not much space will have to travel to get it back to the charity stripe. That foul is going to be against Denton Geyer's number 21. Check that. That's going to be against number 22, Miles Kennedy. That's his fifth, and his night is over. Checking back in for Denton Geyer is Mason White. White's pretty much been the utility belt on the bench. He's knocked down free throws. He's gotten good defensive possessions. 2:45 left. Here's Thomas. Thomas has been perfect from the line in the fourth quarter, and that will continue. 66-64. Checking out will be Newby. Checking in is Chase Thomas. Thomas's second shot, good. It is a 1-point ball game in Denton. 2:40 and counting in the fourth. 66-65. Rodriguez gets it back out to Lowry. Lowry to Wyden, back to Lowry again. Lowry drives left, skips through. It's almost sent away by Thomas. He's still contested and comes down with the rebound. He's got Newton. He's got Lowry on his hip. He drives, keeps him there, picks up his dribble in the corner. It's Chase Thomas with it now. He's going to reset. He's guarded closely by Green. Official starting its 5 count. He crosses back over, gets some separation there, swings it over to Courtney. Courtney looking down low for Thomas. Gets it to wide open. Chase Thomas for 3. No good. Rebound, MJ Thomas. Goes back up, makes the pass down low. Can't get it. He's got to go it himself and goes in for 2. The Broncos lead for the first time since it was 2-0 in the first quarter. 1:48 and counting in the fourth. Denton Geyer has been all but stunned, but Adam Green has anything to say about it. He nails the trifecta. 69-67 after the nice 3 from Green. Timeout taken, Broncos, and we'll take it with them. 1.5 minutes of basketball left. Whoever has the ball last probably going to win this thing. Find out next on the Antler Sports Network.
Did you know you had a Texas State bucket list must-see right in the heart of East Texas? It's Circle M Crawfish in Big Sandy, Texas. Circle M is more than just crawfish. It's home to the best deep-fried catfish in town. There's something for everybody to enjoy, including chicken fried steak, burgers, and ready-for-game-day wings. Circle M has everything you need to have a good time with the whole family, with a gated playground to keep kiddos entertained. Circle M Crawfish on State Highway 155 in Big Sandy, Texas, home of Circle M Rivalry Week.
Minute 31 left to go in the fourth quarter. 67-69 your score here at Bronco Gymnasium. After the last 3 from Green, the Broncos took a timeout trying to regather and recalibrate. 1.5 minutes. Here to inbound is Courtney. Here we go. Here's MJ Thomas, crossing the timeline. He's guarded by Etzer. Swings it over to Courtney. In the corner to Chase Thomas. He shimmies, drives, can't get it. Looking for Thomas down low. He finds him. He's closely guarded. It's the matchup he's been wanting most of the night. Calling for the ball, and he gets it. He's going to bring it back out and reset. Try to get something better here. Of course, no shot clock, no matter how much people want it. I feel like I'm part of that group, but I digress. Here's the swing pass over to Edie, and it's an offensive foul called. That's a big-time call. 1:03 left to go. Denton Geyer up 2. That is Edie's first. Checking in for him will be Christian Walker. Newton, Lowry, Green, Rodriguez, and Eder on the floor for the Wildcats. Kamba, Walker, Thomas and Blake in for the Broncos. Can't get the layup to fall. It's rebounded by Thomas. 69-67. 45 seconds left to go on the floor. Here's Thomas. Gonna try to do it himself. He's guarded by Eder. Needs to get rid of it. Here comes the trap. It's implemented. Here's Blake now. Blake Courtney drives. Fall away jumper. Air ball is rebounded by Thomas. Going up for it is Camgo. He can't get it. He's gonna go for it again. Official says foul. Other official says jump ball. Looks like conclusion's going to be shooting foul. As Kamga got battered and will head to the line. Thomas trying to calm him down. 27 seconds left. That foul's against Eder. And that's his final foul, and his night is over. Newton instructing his Wildcat teammates to box out. These are the biggest free throws of the game. As we talked about, free throws are going to be pivotal for the Broncos to come back. And 2 free throws made here can tie this ball game back up. As both teams take this opportunity as the floor gets wiped down here in Bronco Gymnasium to talk things over as the Denton Lady Broncos return from their contest earlier tonight. They're in for a good one here. 27.9 seconds left to go in this ball game. At the line with the chance to tie, number 21, Jordan Kamga. Kamga's first shot, no good. It rattles in and out. They definitely needed that free throw. That was huge. Kamga, second shot. Can't get it. It's rebounded by Blake. He gets it out. Head fake Walker. Walker goes up. Gonna try to fade away here, but they get it out. Timeout taken by Denton, and that is their last timeout. 26 seconds left. Plenty of time left, but not a lot of time for mistakes. Back after this on the Antler Sports Network. Last time out brought to you by East Texas Benefits. Local knowledge you can trust. An official sponsor of the Antlers Sports Network. 26.4 seconds left to go in the fourth. Last rebound brought down by Christian Walker. He got it back out. And Blake almost turned the ball over, but luckily Coach Thomas and the Broncos call a timeout. And here we go. They want to get it to Thomas and do. 23 seconds now. Ball gets tipped. He's guarded by Green. Whoever makes the big play here will probably get player of the game. It's taken by Blake. Last touch, Blake. It's going to Big Geyer basketball with 17 seconds left. Checking in for Geyer will be number 3, Mason White. They'll have to travel the length of the floor. They have 17 seconds. Quick foul there made by Chase Thomas. And that'll send Newton to the line for 2 and make this a 2-possession game and most likely put the dagger into the hearts of the Broncos. That's Chase Thomas's third. Jordan Lowry at the line. First shot missed. No matter what, this will be a 1-possession game as Edey checks in for the Broncos and Nash checks in for the Wildcats. It's Edey, Kamba, Thomas, and Courtney on the floor for the Broncos. Nash, Rodriguez, Newton, Lowry, and Green on the floor for the Wildcats. Missed the second. Rebound Thomas. 10 seconds left. He said he's going to do it himself. 5 seconds. Drives, spins, out for 2. No good. And the Wildcats survive a thriller in North Denton. The comeback incomplete for the Broncos at home. And the Wildcats survive one of the best games I've seen in a while. Your final score, Denton Guyer 69. The Denton Broncos 67. This has been a presentation of Texas High School Basketball and an HTO High School Basketball Game of the Week. For Jared Jones, for Dwayne Barnes, so long everybody.